make kinda everybody know each other. Even on the south side, we'll know her brother. Chop it up, shout it down. We ain't in the same league, not even the same game.
Coming to you live from Southern California, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest storyline coming into this one, he's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And starting in this one, Reed Detmers. What do you have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
In the air, right field. Adele settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Anthony Santander.
Boog, one of the hottest guys on this team over his last 10 games, hitting over 500, just absolutely on fire. A lot of loud contact off of his bat. It's interesting to see how they're going to try to pitch to him, how they're going to try to get him out.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Challenge from behind the dish here, and that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned, so they've still got both their challenges. Here's your 1. Ripped on a line to center. 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Hit by pitch. Thank you, mate.
Batting fourth, the second baseman.
Man at first. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Ernie Clement, had the day off yesterday. Right through there for a strike. Swings and lines one towards the gap, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, it's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And a foul ball. Pickoff move to second. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double. On to the bottom of the first. Back here at Angel Stadium, and the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Gausman, more than 100 career wins on the mound, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Quick move to first. Shanoel gets back easily.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. A two-run homer. His fourth home run of the season. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game one of this three-game set. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Nolan Shanoel.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Now, Zach Neto swings through that high fastball.
High inside.
And a foul ball. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Oh.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Oh.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
High middle.
Sliced hard but foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
On the ground, out to short. Urias to first in time, and that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada. Back in Anaheim, on now to the top half of inning number 2. So the Los Angeles Angels have had a rough go so far this season. Siggy, they got to be scratching their heads in that clubhouse.
Actually, Boog, I think the way they respond in the clubhouse is going to be critical. If you're able to laugh it off, trust your talent, and work hard, it should work out in the end. But there's no doubt they put themselves deep underwater in the standings, and they've got a lot of ground to make up. Big few weeks coming.
Batting six, the left fielder, number
Nice
21,
job of driving that
Anthony
pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Anthony Santander at the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. There's a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Got him looking. And now one away. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Into the outfield, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get.
Over to Frazier. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting ninth,
Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the air, center field. Trout settles under it. And that is that. Blue Jays lead. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the Angels catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. d'Arnaud around second, on his way to third.
Batting ninth, the left fielder.
Seam fastball.
Right.
High middle.
That one inside, and that's ball 1.
Seam fastball. High inside.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He scores on the fly, and they take a 3-run lead. Shanowo batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Low inside.
Late with the swing there. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
Four-seam fastball.
2 down, nobody on.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
And that one clips the corner.
Low outside. Sinker. Middle inside.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. We played 2 full. Angels 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers.
Nope, that's inside. Ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The 2-1. Into center. Trout on his horse. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
A lot of game to play, Boog, but he's still searching for his first knock in this one. Just takes one to keep that hitting streak alive.
Line drive, base hit. And that's a one-out single. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
This one in the air, center field. Trout on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Ernie Clement now at the plate. Pitch misses. Ball one. Guerrero off of first with 2 away.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Here's a 2-1. Right side, hard hit. That is the inning. 1 left for Toronto, and they trail it 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Sinker. Low outside.
Strike 2.
Splitter. Low middle.
Out towards right center field. Varsho moving under this one. And there's one down. Here's Joe Adele.
High middle.
That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
Middle outside.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
4-seam fastball. High middle. 4-seam fastball. High outside.
In the air, right field. Brings it in. Here's Adam Frazier.
High outside.
And there's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And that is that. Angels leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. New inning getting started, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto.
First pitch swinging.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And ball 1.
Ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Upstairs. Three, 2 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Detmers with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Santander.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Next to the Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 5.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. A little bit high maybe. And it's 1-0. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 0-1. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly to second, and he's safe.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Luis Urias.
That clips the corner. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, 2 ball. Neto for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
and stepping in is the speedy Miles Straw. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
Santander on third with 2 out. There's the strike. The 1-2 stays alive. And a 1-2 again. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
designated hitter, George Springer.
Now he breaks his bat. And that's the third out. Back here at Angel Stadium. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Check swing called strike.
Slider.
That's strike one.
Outside.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Low mill.
On the inside corner for called strike three.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make it.
Okamoto to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. We go to the top.